Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Jazzy, and this is a new coming-of-age drama from director Marissa Maltz, and this film is co-written by Maltz along with Andrew Hajek, Lainey Shengro, and Vanera Tang, and this film focuses on the story of young Jazzy, played by Jasmine Shengro, who's this young Native American girl whose best friend, there begins to be a divide. Her family wants to move her away, and Jazzy's put in a situation where she's never been before, which is trying to process this loss of a friend who's moving away, and then trying to find new connections and develop them, and, having like young boys interested in her, and all of these different kinds of things. This film hits on a lot of familiar coming-of-age beats, but does it in such a raw and natural kind of way. We have Maltz, who previously had The Unknown Country, starring now renowned Native American actress Lily Gladstone, and here Gladstone does pop up in a smaller role. She's great as ever. And here, but this film really is about this young girl, Jazzy, and I think Jasmine Shangro does such a great job of feeling authentic and natural, living in this space, and this film has a distinct look to it. It is very raw and authentic, very intimate in terms of how the camera navigates a space, and it feels very handheld in terms of you don't feel like you're watching a film. You feel like you're kind of watching a documentary, somebody following around this young girl and her friends and capturing some really authentic kid interactions. Because, some of the conversations between some of these young kids, it feels very, awkward young kid conversation and feels very authentic. And that's something I appreciate about the film, but you do have some of, Gladstone and some other veteran presences who come in certain scenes and add some depth and weight to it. But this film is lean. It's 85 minutes. It tells a good story. It tells a relatable story. It tells it in an engrossing, emotional, and impactful way. It's not the freshest kind of story in terms of its specific beats, but it does feel fresh and different coming from this very specific context in terms of young Native American kids growing up in that kind of culture, which you don't see a whole lot of films about. So at least from that kind of perspective, having that cultural lens makes this a little bit more interesting and different and fresh than it would have been if this was just your standard coming-of-age story. I think the very intimate, authentic, engrossing approach to filming this, along with that really strong performance from Jasmine Shangro and all these other pieces, pulling this together, makes this a poignant, moving little flick that is certainly worth your time and hopefully doesn't fly too low under the radar at this point in, big award season. But those are my thoughts on Jazzy. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.